What's up, guys? This is Richard again for another edition of Learning with Rich. In this topic, let's continue our discussion about the Revit Architecture Certified Professional Examination Preparation. Last video, I have shown you there how to create stairs and railing. Okay, so this time, I'm going to show you a trick wherein you can actually align your views on your sheet. So I'm going to teach you a tool that is being asked in the examination, which helps you to align your views on your sheets. Okay, so if you ever wonder how to align your views on your sheet, so this is the right topic for that. And luckily, this is also one of the questions in the Revit architecture examination. All right, so let's get started. So this sample project, I got this from file, open, and sample files. Okay, so you can click this one, and then you can use this one. All right. So not that one, but this one, the RAC Basic Sample Project. So this is the sample file that I'm using right now. I already cropped it for this exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my level 1 and level 2 inside the sheet, and I'm going to show you how to align it. Okay, so I'm going to create two sheets. So I'm going to right click this and new sheet. I'm going to use the default A1 metric and then OK. There you go. And then I'm just going to drag my level 1 inside and then click. And same with my sheet number 2. New sheet, A1 metric, OK. I'm going to insert my level 1 and level 2. Right. So if I'm going to tile this, WT, let me just close the other views and tile. So what I want to do is I want to align my views on my two sheets. So let's say, for example, I want to place it somewhere here. For example, somewhere here, I'm going to use the A1 grid intersection. So A1 grid intersection to align. Now, usually what you do is, or some of you might do this one. You create the detail line. This is actually the first way if you want to align your views on the sheet. You can create a detail line here. Let's say, for example, something like this. Okay. And detail line again, this one. Okay. And then after that, what you can do is you can select this. Probably I'm going to move this down. Okay, and then I'm going to select this and then move, and then I'm going to snap at the A1 grid and then place it here. So now I'm going to select the two detail lines. I'm going to copy that, Control C, and then open my sheet number, this one, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so this is one way of aligning your views on your sheet. Okay, as you can see, they are now aligned. So what I have used here is I use detail line, but this is only applicable if you have few sheets, because if you have several sheets like uh, 20 sheets, 50 sheets on your project, so you need to copy it multiple times, right? But you can do that, it's up to you. But what I'm going to teach you is I'm going to show you another way to do that, another way to align your sheets to your view. So we are going to use guide grid. Okay, guide grid. So let me just move this away and then I'm going to delete this. Okay, same with this one. So I'm going to delete this. So that is one way. You can use the detail line and then copy and paste and then you can move it. Okay, and then remember, there are only some elements wherein you can snap to your view. Like if I select the object and then I select the move command, you can only snap at your grids. You can only snap if you have levels. You can snap where else. So you can also snap on the crop view. If the crop view is turned on your view, you can snap to the crop view. Okay. Later on, I'm going to show you another way to snap to your view. Okay, so you can snap to your grids, you can snap to your level. So that is known already to us. Now, so how to use your guide grid. So as you can see, if you go to your sheet and then check the property, there's this guide grid here, and then there's none. You haven't created any guide grid yet. To create a guide grid, since it has something to do with view, you can go to your view tab and then you can select there. That's our suspect. That's the guide grid. Okay, so if you click that, let me just cancel this. And then you just need to specify here the name. So let's say, for example, this is my A1 intersection. Okay, and then you just need to select OK. Alright, and then as you can see, this is now your guide grid. You can actually select your guide grid and then you can resize that just like that. You can also move that, move. You can snap to your guide grid and then you can move that to your sheet. So those are just some of the few things that you can do on your guide grid, but there is another cool feature that you can do on your guide grid. Okay, so let's say for example, you want to resize the sizes of your guide grids. So what you can do is you can select the guide grid and then you can change here the guide spacing, and then you can also see here the name that you have specified for your guide grid. So let's say for my guide spacing, I'm going to make it 100. There you go. So let's say I want to snap to this corner. So probably what you can do is you can resize it. You can resize just like that, just to tidy up your model. Okay, so that is what we want. And there you go. You can now select your view and then move. You can snap to your levels or grids, A1. And then after that, you can now snap to your guide grid. Okay. And then if I go to my another view here, which is this one, all I have to do is to go to Properties, Guide Grid, and then click the drop down, turn it on. There you go. Boom. And then move, then snap. Your guide grid will not be printed in case you want to print your sheet. So it's just a reference. So if I tile it, so as you can see, it's now aligned perfectly. So remember, whenever you move your sheet, okay, it will snap to your grids or levels. But let's say, for example, you don't have levels, you don't have grids. For example, you don't have grids. Okay, you don't have grids, but let's say you still want to snap somewhere here. Let's say you want to snap here. Okay, so if I'm going to turn off my grids here, let me just activate my viewport. I'm going to turn off the grids. Turn off. Okay, I don't have grids anymore. So right click, I'm gonna deactivate the view. Right, you see, if I select this one and then I move it, I can't I can't snap to my grids. But as you can see, I can snap to my crop region, right? I can snap to my crop region, but that is not what I want. I want to snap, let's say, for example, somewhere here. But the problem is you can't snap because there's no grid there or there's no level. Now, one or a workaround for that is, this is the trick. You can actually use a reference plane on your model. So that you will be able to snap. So what you can do is you can select and activate again the viewport, and then let's say from here, so I'm just going to create here a reference plane, this one. So I'm going to snap here, I'm going to create, there you go. So I now have here my two reference plane. So I'm going to deactivate now the view, deactivate, okay, and then I'm going to select now, and then move. So as you can see, I can now snap, okay, you can snap to your reference plane, okay. Small thing, but it's very useful. And then you can now align it there. There you go. So if you want, you can turn off now your guide grid. So you can just select none here. Okay. Okay, so same with your other sheet. So if I move it away, so I'm going to select this, move. You should be able to snap. You see, that's my reference plane. You can click there, and then you can move again to the guide grid. There you go, right? So hopefully you learned something from this video. This is some small things, tip and tricks, but it will really helps you a lot, okay, on your examination and also during your project documentation. If you want to tidy up your views on your sheets, this is how you align it. It's either you create detail line or you can use guide grid. Remember, when you move your view, you can only snap to grids, levels, reference planes, and the crop region. Okay, if your crop region is turned on, just like this one, the crop region is there. This is the crop region. You can snap. So you can snap to the crop region. Okay. So thank you for watching, guys, for this video. I hope you learned something from this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until then, bye bye.